Alright guys, I need some insight here. My brake booster went out. Excuse me. It's an 06 X5 E53. My brake booster went out, right? So I got a new brake booster, put the booster in, tried to bleed it. The booster was bad. It had rusted out on the bottom. Had to replace the vacuum line, so that's new. I got the booster put in, then I bled it, then figured out I could bleed the front brakes. Excuse me again, damn it, what the hell. The front brakes I was able to bleed, but the rear brakes absolutely would not bleed. And then I find out that you got to have, the diagnostic to activate the ABS pump to be able to bleed the rears. So I bought this thing, and it's a pretty decent unit for the price. It's not as good as the dedicated BMW software. Obviously that software does a lot more, but this does quite a bit of stuff. So I was able to activate the ABS pump to bleed, and I got it bled. Tons of air came out of it, obviously. I went around and bled the brakes in the order, from the farthest to the closest, and we went around and finally we were able to get solid fluid while running the ABS pump. I even went as far as putting a pressure pot on top of it to force fluid through the system while we were bleeding it, while I was pumping the brakes, while my son was opening the thing. So finally we got it where there was absolutely no more air coming out of it. And the problem I'm having now is, and it was from the beginning, the brakes feel like they're over boosted now, like it's got too much boost. So now the brakes, and you're gonna excuse me here because I got one hand. So now when you push the brakes, the brake pedal, it's really mushy. Like, it goes down a good 2 inches, and it's got power. It's got the same power it had before, but the brake pedal, mushes down, close to 2 inches before it hits that wall, and the brakes, it applies the brakes. That's not a big deal because I can get used to that. I'm gonna bleed it again to see if there's more air in the system still. There might be, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna bleed it again. But the problem I'm having is that, man, I don't know how I'm gonna set this damn thing down, is you're not going to be able to notice it, but when I push the brakes, the brake pedal kind of doesn't bounce all the way back up like it normally would with the other booster. And what happens is, because it doesn't bounce all the way back up, the brake light switch is active, which throws the codes on the dash, DSC 4x4, blah blah blah, all that crap. It upsets it. Damn it, sorry about that. So like right now the brake pedal is completely released, but it's active. But if I go in there and just give it a quick thump and let it come back on its own, like really quick, it's not active. But the problem is that I don't always, you don't always release the brake pedal the same way every time. So sometimes my brake light is on without me knowing it, and that's causing the dash lights, the dash to light up. And it's definitely not anything in the way of a mechanical obstruction of any type, because if I shut the truck off, it'll bounce back like normal, no problem. Or if I hit the brake pedal really fast 3 or 4 or 5 times, because you use up the vacuum that it has built up, then it'll spring back quickly, no problem at all. The problem comes in when you let it sit for, and it builds up all that vacuum again. It's almost like it's pulling on the brake pedal and keeping it from coming all the way up. So does anybody have any suggestions as to what the hell is causing this? I'm going to try and bleed it again, but I don't think that's the problem. At any rate, give me some ideas, guys. I'd appreciate it. Really, it's weird. I've never seen any shit like this. So, but BMW.